everyone. Today I'm going to tell you another Bible story. My name is Miss Lena, and we're going to continually talk about Jesus' disciples. Last time I tell you about his four first disciples who he invited to follow him. And today I want to talk about friends. So that's what I have, these little things, what my little daughter have. Best friends forever. And all of us want to have a friends. All of us have some friends. Some of them have a good friends for all life. And sometimes people have a lot of friends, and some people don't have enough friends or have hardly anybody. And some people have a friends and they not even keep up with them anymore. So what's the secret to have a good friends? I tell you what, in the Bible, when Jesus invited his disciples, it tells us our secret. First, before he invited his disciples, you know what he did? Bible said he go on a mountain and pray all night. Then he come down and he chose his friends. Everything's go better with prayer. If we pray about something, we can have a best friends, good friends. Not just anybody who are around us, but the good, the best friends. Look, in book of Luke, chapter 6, it's saying, and when it was day, he called unto him his disciples, and of them he chose 12, whom also he named apostles. And it came to pass in those days that he went out unto a mountain to pray, and continued all night in the prayer to God. So he prayed all night first. Then he asked 12, who go be his disciples. And look what his names: Simon, whom be also named Peter, and Andrew, his brothers, James and John, Philip and Bartholomew, Matthew and Thomas, James, the son of Alphaeus, and Simon called Zelotes, and Judas, the brother of James, and Judas Iscariot, which also was the traitor. So Jesus invited 12 disciples, and some of them have a special story how he invited. Like first 4 of them I tell you last time. He invited Peter, Andrew, 2 brothers, and they was fishermen, right? They have a nets and the fishes, and they did it for life. They catch the fish, they probably sell it or just feed their family with that fish. And when Jesus came and said, "Follow me," they left everything and followed Jesus. And then he asked 2 other brothers, James and John, and they was in the boat with their father Zebedee. And the father, for some reason, doesn't follow Jesus. When Jesus said, "Follow me," they left their father, their expensive boat, their nets, their fish, and they followed Jesus. Why did they do that? They did that because that's what people do for friends. They want to be doing something with their friends all the time. And it doesn't mean they never go back to their families. Bible tells us that Peter one time go back to his house with Jesus, and Peter have a wife. You know how we know he have a wife? Because it said that Peter's mother-in-law was sick, and she have a fever, and when she's sick and feels so bad, she can't get up. So Jesus come and he healed her. He made her feel well. See, back then there's no antibiotics. Like today people go to the hospital and have help. We don't know what kind of medicine they have back then. And when Jesus come, he not only visit and come and eat with them and comfort him, and he said, "Yeah, I hope you feel better." He make her healthy because he's God. And his mother-in-law, because she feel good, she get up and she start even serving them, just like most women do. She want to put something on the table, cook, just put something what she have and feed Jesus and everybody who come, because she feel that much good and appreciated. And only about Peter we know that he's married and have mother-in-law. And one more other disciples have a special story about him. It's Matthew. Matthew was a tax collector. And when Matthew was collect taxes, that means he collect money from people. And some people is poor. Some people may be selfish and don't understand why would they have to give up their money for something. So I'm sure not everybody like Matthew. So when he start his work, maybe some people complaining and don't happy with him, but it doesn't mean Jesus don't like him. Maybe some people don't like him, but Jesus does. He invite him. It's his job. It doesn't mean he have bad heart, but his job maybe not everybody like. And look, Jesus loves you. He invites you too, and he want to tell you just like he tell Peter, Andrew, James and John and Matthew, follow me. And Bible said they left everything and start following Jesus because they become best friends and they start following Jesus. And Bible said in the book of John 15:14, you are my friends if you do whatsoever I command. You are my friends. Jesus want to call us friends, not just that 12. He want to call us friends. You are my friends if you do whatsoever I command. He called Abraham his friend. Abraham, one of the first men in the Bible, and he was called friend because he was do what God tell him to do. That's it. Nothing very special, but he just doing right things. And Jesus want to call us friends. He said, you are my friends if you do what I command. And you know, one place in the Bible, it was saying why Jesus invited his disciples, what he want them to do. He want they walk with him, and he want to send them to preach. So two things. He want they follow Jesus and tell others about Jesus. So that's two things to be Jesus' friends, like disciples. Follow Jesus and tell others about Jesus. So look, we learned 5 names already, right? Peter, Andrew, James and John. Let's say again. Peter, Andrew, James and John. Peter, Andrew, James and John. Peter and Andrew, who was fishermen. James and John, who was fishermen as well. Peter, Andrew, James and John, and Matthew. Right? Let me tell you another names. Another names will be Peter, Andrew, James and John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew and Thomas. Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew and Thomas. Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas. Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas. Let's say again. Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew and Thomas. Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew and Thomas. And then another 2 brothers. This was James and Judas. 2 more brothers. So it was from 12 disciples, 6 of them families. Peter, Andrew, James and John. And then James and Judas. And then he have another Judas Iscariot, who was going to also betray Jesus, who going to be the traitor. And one more man, his name is Simon. So let's say again. Peter, Andrew, James and John, Matthew, Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, Judas, James, Simon, and Judas Iscariot. So 12 disciples he invited. All right, let's say again. Peter, Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, Judas, Simon, Judas Iscariot. 12 disciples. And last of all, Judas Iscariot, saying not the good line about him. He was also who later betrayed him. So we don't want to be that kind of friends, right? Who was being good, and by the end, not want to be doing good things, right? We want to be like Abraham, friend of Jesus. We want to be called friends of Jesus. And if you want to have a good friends, what we learned today, you've got to pray. If you pray about your friends, and before you choose them, then God will give you wisdom to choose right friends. So you can have a really best friends for life. Not just person who go walk with you for a little bit and disappear, but you can have a best friends for life. Because you go pray for that things before you have a friends. You go ask Jesus, please help me to have a good friends who can have a good influence on you, who can be really love you and go have a good hearts. So today I want to tell you, when we memorize the names of the Jesus disciples, remember the names. And remember, pray before you have a friends, just like Jesus did. And remember also, Jesus want to be your best friend. He wanna call you friend. In all things, he wants you to do to follow him and tell others about him. And today, when you can really go nowhere, you know, when Jesus get together with his friends and they have a time together, they always enjoy each other's company. They always pray. They always share God's word. So remember what you're going to do. When you get together, Try to be good to each other and tell each other that Jesus loves you and he will be your best friend. And choose a good friends. And next time I tell you another stories. So please remember Jesus' disciples: Peter, Andrew, James and John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James and Judas, Simon and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed Jesus. So I want to tell you one more times. I'm going to tell you next story later. Stay safe and hope soon we can go to churches and Sunday school so we'll listen more stories. But for now, we can have stories just like that next time. God bless you. Bye-bye.